Hello there, Cancer. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient medium, and an empath. This reading is going to be for Cancer for October, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, in October of 2017. I've laid 4 cards for us for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card on the deck for overall view of the month. We'll pull Angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I'll speak as if I'm you during the reading. So now all of us Cancers are out there are now named Frankie for the time of this reading. Now, I am not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for us for the month, and it's going to be in our 4th house. And that's home, family, community, elders, parents, guardians, all of your property, real estate, land holdings, anything like that, farming, gardening, mining, and your office or your base of operation. Now, I don't believe these cards are going to go in week by week for us. I believe they'll blend in and out throughout the month for an overall view. Now, we have some words here before I start, and they're purification, presence, not like birthday presents, Cancer, but presence as in the source, surrender, kindness, and patience. And looking at these cards, some of us really need that word patience. One of the other signs I did this month, patience kept coming up into it too. So I think, you know, one of the main things or the main focus that we should be looking at this month is like improving our environment and making sure that whatever we do now is like placing us, the way I'm hearing it is placing us in a better set of circumstances for our future, okay? Because our first card here is the 5 of Cups, and that's on the bottom of the deck. And when you look at this 5 of Cups card, what it means actually is looking back at the past and like wallowing in it. So I think that's our purification word. Like, I've cried all the tears. And the way they're saying it is, I've cried all the tears I was supposed to cry. I'm not going to cry anymore. So with that there, it's like surrender word comes strongly. We've had more than enough patience with ourselves, and we're not going to keep going back in the past or living our past over and over again and refusing, because they said we should be doing things right now that's going to set stability for our future. Now, how can we set stability for our future if we won't turn around? All of these cups laying here, I think it's probably supposed to mean wine because the cups are laying over, but looks like spilled blood to me. And that means a lot of us Cancers do not and have not had the easiest time of it. And because here's another thing, Cancer, when I was looking up 4th house, it said it is the house of Cancer. So this month, it is our 4th house. It's our house too. So we don't want to be looking at these cups. We want to turn around, not continue to live in our past, crying about spilled milk or blood, wine, whatever. I know it was rough, but now it is the time to just give it up. That's our surrender word. Be kind to ourselves, be patient with ourselves, step into ourselves, right? In that presence. We learned all these lessons. It's time to move forward. We don't want to continue because they're saying, well, that's quite interesting. They said, look at the card underneath that. And the card under it is the 10 of Cups. And that's wonderful, new, fresh. 10 is the number 1. fresh beginnings, new starts, wonderful emotional things, good emotional things coming to us. This was on top of it, and they told me to do that, and you're going to see why here in a minute. Our next card is the Ace of Swords, and that is a new start. That is a new, fresh start, maybe in our home, maybe this can be, because we're all different cancers, this will come down in different areas of our lives for each one of us. If we are crying over old relationships or past hurts that we suffered, turn around. Fill these 2 cups up with what is it I want my future to look like. Because we have the Ace of Swords here, fresh new start, fresh new beginning. If it was a bad relationship, there's a good one coming in. This can mean the birth of a new enterprise, birth of a new job. Maybe we sweat blood, sweat, and tears here with this 5 of Cups card with our old job. And end result was we got laid off, canned, fired, whatever. We got a new job coming in. This can mean birth of a child too. So maybe some of us had trouble before getting pregnant. They pick them both up. It's almost like pay attention. Look at what we can fill these cups with. Pay attention. If we fill these 2, we can have that one, a 10. There's the rainbow pouring into the cup. Partnership, arms intertwined, holding up that cup. Isn't that amazing? I mean, seriously, this is everything fresh, new beginnings, new life. We have the red rose, for love. We have the white rose for innocence and purity, fresh start. Our sword is being gifted to us by the presence, by the hand of God coming out of the clouds. Wonderful new life course coming towards us. Now I'm telling you, really, cried the tears, purification word. We have cried all the tears. We have give it up, surrender it. Sometimes I see that surrender. My first thought is wave the white flag and get out. Get out. Don't sit in that past, boo-hooing and crying about what could have been. Let's do that. Let's plant the seeds for that which we would really want our future to look like, and begin living it now. And begin living it now, Cancer. Our next card is the 9 of Cups. We have the 10 of Cups underneath that 5, and we have the 9 of Cups right here. Look at how happy he is. His cheeks are all flushed. I'm thinking maybe he drank whatever was in all those 9 cups, but he's a happy camper here, because this is the Pip card, this is the Wish card in the deck. This means that we are getting with that Ace of Swords. Be a little patient, because that's one of our words. Be a little patient, Maybe some of us are doing something. Maybe we've had all the storms. I'm doing these. It's probably like the middle of, I think it's around the middle of September now. Maybe we're not quite there, but we've had storms and coming in. Maybe this is, don't look at what we lost, look at what we're going to build for the future. A lot of us have went through really rough times. So if this is our home, maybe things have happened. Maybe we're remodeling it. Maybe we're getting a fresh new start and a brand new home. Wouldn't that just be wonderful? But we can't do it crying about the past or crying about the spilt milk. Because our next card here is, and don't panic or run away, Cancer. Don't panic. I promise you it's working out well for us. So what they're saying is, what they're saying with this card is, if there's somebody that can help us, they really are saying, if there's someone can help us, a good friend, maybe a mentor, something like that, that is kind and patient, that can help us to move beyond or move through this, get back into our center again, into the presence of the source in us. Now's the time to take it, because our next card is the devil card. And no, the devil's not coming to get us. This card is, the card itself is Saturn in Capricorn. Okay? So, and look, he has a big old pentacle on his head. And to me, Frankie, he's a pretty nasty looking character here. But to me, Frankie, even though I'm looking at it and he has the pentacle, pentacles are money. When we get this card, we think like maybe there's things holding us back, or things obstructing our path forward. All right, maybe we applied for the new job and we're getting impatient, and and it's not coming through yet, it's not coming through, and if I don't get that one, I don't know what I'm going to do, that kind of thing. Remember, Saturn is the taskmaster, but Saturn gives us the lessons, and once we learn them, once we learn those lessons, this card tells us that we can build castles in the air, spirit, and then we can build the castles on the ground. Homes for other people, material plane things that'll help us, right? Even there's always different choices, right? There's always spiritual choices, no matter what is facing us. And all of us have to have security in the earth plane in order to be able to function. So if we have the devil card in this Five of Cups, maybe this means that we are sticking in the past. This can be drug, sex, rock and roll, can also be depression over the past. Okay? So if we're suffering, remember, we have cried all the tears. We are going to cry. We have given up boo-hooing, right? What's that they say? Pull up your big girl pants, big boy pants, and get moving on. It's almost like we have to now. I don't feel the month of October is going to be like smooth sailing. And with these cards, that shows us it may not be smooth sailing, but it is good. So if you feel like that little bit of up and down, like I just got to the top of the hill and I just slid right back down to the bottom, don't panic about it. Don't cry. Surrender and keep making sure that you've decided, you've went within. We have the word presence. I went within myself. I saw what can be the good, the good things for my future, for my environment, for my work environment, for my home environment, for the environment. Maybe I was in a really bad marriage or partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm still crying about it. I want to see that which would make me happy, would expand my horizon, someone who would respect me, love me, be loyal to me, if that's what it is. Because like I said, these are general readings. It'll come down in a different area of life for all of us. So with the devil card, you never choose. Don't be careful of your timing if you're going to pull, like do a showdown or a confrontation with someone. Always remember that's something you should avoid with the devil card in there. Devil card could be, because it's earth oriented, it is Capricorn, but it could be Taurus or Virgo too. Maybe someone around us is in some kind of trouble. The drug, sex, and rock and roll, drinking too much, partying too much, But there's a chance for a fresh start, new beginning here. Maybe with this, we've been giving, with this Five of Cups, giving to this person, and we have nothing left to give, right? So we're turning our back on it now and saying, hey, you got to be the one to step up to the plate. I can't be the one here helping you every minute. So remember, if the job was gone, we got a new one coming. With this nine of cups card here, with this here, what we focus on, and I failed to say that, is what is it do we truly want? When this card comes up, never focus on what you fear, which is this, staying in the past or repeating the past. Only keep your mind focused on what do I want because my wish is coming true. What is it? How do I want my life to be? What do I want that new job to be like? What am I going to do in my house to spiff it up or to make it more beautiful for me? You know, what am I going to do? Look around you. What is it? What will my life look like with all these wonderful wishes coming true in the fresh new start? And with that Ace of Swords, some of us, you know, maybe we had trouble conceiving and now we're going to have a baby. That's a wonderful thing too, because then, you know, and if it's not a wonderful thing, Cancer, you know what to do to take care of that. Don't get in trouble. Uh, they don't want us to do anything here. I think some of us, our security is unsettled, but they don't want us to do any rash moves or fast calls or decision making that would unsettle that security, right? So, and they said, if someone can help us or good counsel from other people, friends, you know, relatives, people that might be able to help us, you know, because of this, a counselor even, because of this Five of Cups card, with the wish card, remember, fill those cups with what you're wishing for, turn around and look at them, because our next card's the King of Pentacles. There's our pentacle again. And the King of Pentacles not is a powerful card. Now, it can be male or female. It can be a person. It might be an earth sign because these are general readings. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. We have another Capricorn, but this is earth plane manifestation. Physical, material realm things I can use. If it's a person, it may be the boss at my new job, right? And that was predisposed to liking me and gave me a really good position and a good salary, you know. This guy is good with money. He is, and he understands how, he has a great respect for it and understands how to use it. So if I needed a loan for a new house, he might be the banker. He might be the new partner that is financially secure, offering me a lot of things, but I won't turn around and fill those two cups up with what I really want in my life. So think about this with this King of Pentacles here. If it was a partner coming in or a new partner, he'd be financially secure, stable, mature, you know, knew what he was doing. The King of Pentacles is courage. Maybe we're being called to have it. He's not only financially secure, he's courageous. Also, he's mature. He functions in a mature manner in the earth plane. He brings what it is he needs and wants. And maybe we're being called, you know, like if this was a new job, he would bring that new job or new enterprise forward. So it means all these cards together mean we are getting our wish. What are we wishing for? That's the main focus here. You know, what are we wishing for? We want to make sure everything we do lays that firm foundation for our achievement in whatever area of our lives we're doing it. Maybe it's a new home, maybe it's a new child, maybe it's a new job. but we want to make sure it's laid on a firm foundation this month because we have that devil card there. And with that, we can, if we use that energy appropriately, not the drug, sex, and rock and roll, but if we use it appropriately, we can do about anything. We can build the castles in the air, and we can build the castles on the ground for the others to live in, or ourselves to live in. That, to me, doesn't just mean a house. It means circumstances in the material world, in the earth plane, physical environment around me. So go within, maybe. We have this wish card, and focus, this Nine of Cups, focus on what do we want? What would that future look like? And feel it and live it. What would it feel like if I lived in this new house? What would it feel like to be holding my new baby? What would it feel like to start that first day in that new job? How would I be dressed? What would I do? And start living it now. In the now is what they're saying. Everything we're doing right now this month, even if it looks like up and down, we're starting to get seasick, it's for a better future, is what they're saying. Better future. So if someone can help us, if there's crap going on at work, stay out of it, avoid it. If I'm really upset about my business affairs or something, stay away from that stuff. Think about what I want. Start setting things with that firm foundation for what I want. If I just went through a divorce or a really bad breakup with this, what is it I want out of my new partner? And be patient and kind, is what they said. Patient and kind with ourselves. We have cried all the tears we're going to cry. We have surrendered that to Source, to the presence. We are kind and patient with ourselves. We're Cancer. We are kind, patient, and nurturing with everybody else. Sometimes we just got to do those same exact things for us. Sometimes that's the most important thing. So keep that in mind when things start going up and down, and you feel seasick, Cancer. Keep in mind the end result, and it takes patience and kindness. And then we get a fresh new start. Son of a gun. And one other sign got this, and I love this card. Play. It's really been tough for some of us. And she is skipping on lily pads. And I think I have lily pads out my fish pond. Should I attempt to step on them, I would be laying in the bottom of the pond with the fish. But she can do it. It says, Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We'll oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, laughter will lift your energy so that you can return to work with renewed perspective and heightened energy. I don't think it just means work in that sense. It means time. And maybe it doesn't mean play for all of us, but time. Time for ourselves. Time to go within. Time to sit back. Think about things. Even if I take a couple seconds. That couple seconds is what I needed, It really feels important for all of us right now. Well, if I can find play here. Whoop. It says, the angels see that you need to play. I think more than anything, with this Five of Cups, we really do. We got to get out of that energy, that depressive energy, that past energy, and into the now and the future that we want with that wish card. The doors are opening, Cancer. And that's what I think. Circumstance, not necessarily out playing like a little kid, but some of us might want to. We've been too long in that depressive energy, and we might need to just go play. But I think what this means overall is if the circumstances look a little crazy, know they are better the next day, the next week. Just like that. It says, the angels see that you need to play, so they sent you this card. You've been working and worrying a lot lately, and your soul cries out for some fun. Feelings of fatigue, irritability, or depression are additional signs that you're overdue for some playtime. You don't need to wait until you have a free moment because you can inject fun into your day to day. Simple pleasures, moments of silliness, laughing with a friend, maybe the friend that has the good advice for you, or watching a funny movie are examples of ways to have fun that don't require a lot of time or money. Fun and play are necessary parts of life for little children and adults. These types of activity help us live healthier lives and allow us to attain our desires more quickly. Attain our desires. That's our wish card here. Fun is part of living a balanced life. The additional meanings are stop what you're doing and go have fun right now. Geez, I wonder if we get fired for that one, Cancer. Uh-oh. It says, release any guilt about having fun. To the angels, you deserve happiness, pleasure, and enjoyment. Make sure your recreational activities are purely fun and non-competitive. Well, that's a good way to go with it, Cancer. I know this month with that King of Pentacles and the Wish card, the Ten of Cups underneath the Five of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and remember the Devil card. He can build castles in the air if this energy's used right and bring them into manifestation in the physical world. And we all need stability in order to be able to function here in the earth plane. Well, Cancer, that's our reading for October, and I want to tell you all thank you for all of your likes, shares, subscribes, and your comments. I read each and every one. Even though I don't get a lot of time to write back, I read them all. And for anybody that just wants to know more about me, all the information's down below the screen. And anyone who wants to set an appointment, all the information to be able to do that is at the website. It's down below the screen and it's in the About box below. And to all of you I've met through doing these YouTube videos, and to everybody I've met through 28 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's an honor and a privilege to have been able to serve you. And hopefully I'll be back here next month. Bye-bye.